Le futur antérieur, the future perfect. When is the future perfect used? The future perfect is used to talk about an action that will have been completed by a specific time in the future. In other words, whenever you use the structure will plus have plus past participle, you need to use the future perfect in French. For example, d'ici là, tu auras fini. By then, you'll have finished. However, unlike in English, the future perfect is also used after aussitôt que, dès que, lorsque, quand, une fois que, and après que, when the action in the main clause is in the future. For example, quand il aura fini, il pourra aller jouer. When he's finished, he can go and play, or when he's finished, he'll be able to go and play. When narrating historical events, the future perfect can be used in French, where English would either use the past tense or conditional. For example, J.K. Rowling aura eu beaucoup de succès. J.K. Rowling had a lot of success, or J.K. Rowling would go on to have a lot of success. Although the passé composé, also known as the compound past tense, is more commonly used to make assumptions about past events, the future perfect can also be used for this purpose. Whether you choose to use the passé composé or the future perfect, the English equivalent is must plus the past perfect. For example, ils ne sont pas encore là, ils se seront perdus. They're not here yet, they must have gotten lost. How is the future perfect formed? The future perfect has two parts, an auxiliary verb, either être or avoir, conjugated in the future tense, and a past participle. Here is the verb être conjugated in the future tense. Je serai, tu seras, il sera, nous serons, vous serez, ils seront. And here's the verb avoir in the future tense. J'aurai, tu auras, il aura, nous aurons, vous aurez, ils auront. Remember though, the verb être or avoir in the future tense is only the first part of the future perfect. The second part is the past participle. So for example, here's the verb manger, to eat, in the future perfect. J'aurai mangé, I will have eaten. Tu auras mangé, you will have eaten. Il aura mangé, he will have eaten. Nous aurons mangé, we will have eaten. Vous aurez mangé, you will have eaten. Ils auront mangé, they will have eaten. And here is the second group verb finir, to finish or to end, in the future perfect. J'aurai fini, tu auras fini, il aura fini, nous aurons fini, vous aurez fini, ils auront fini. If you need to learn how to form the past participle, click here. In the future perfect, most past participles use avoir as their helping verb. When using avoir, the past participle agrees in number and gender with the preceding direct object. If the sentence has no direct object, the past participle stays in its default form. So here's an example with no direct object. Manger, to eat. Il aura mangé. Elle aura mangé. Ils auront mangé. Elles auront mangé. He, she, they will have eaten. Notice that because we're using avoir and there is no direct object, manger has remained the same in a masculine, feminine, singular, and plural. Here's an example with the preceding direct object les, meaning them, referring to the feminine plural word cherries. Il les aura mangés. Elle les aura mangés. Ils les auront mangés. Elles les auront mangés. He, she, they will have eaten them. Because we're using avoir as our helping verb, manger agrees with les and not the subject. We have said that les refers to cherries, which in French is a feminine plural word, and therefore that is the reason we have added es at the end of the past participle manger. On the other hand, when using être as the helping verb, the past participle agrees in number and gender with the subject. So for example, arriver, to arrive in the future perfect, il sera arrivé, elle sera arrivée, ils seront arrivés, elles seront arrivées. He, she, they will have arrived. Notice that when using être as your helping verb, you need to add e to the past participle if the subject is feminine, s if the subject is plural, and es if the subject is both feminine and plural. Verbs using être as their helping verb usually express movement. Aside from pronominal verbs which all use être as their helping verb, only 17 verbs use the auxiliary verb être. The verbs using être are aller, to go, arriver, to arrive, descendre, to go down, devenir, to become, entrer, to go in, monter, to go up, mourir, to die, naître, to be born, partir, to leave, passer, to pass by, rentrer, to go home, rester, to stay, retourner, to go back, revenir, to come back, sortir, to go out, tomber, to fall, venir, to come. However, descendre, monter, passer, rentrer, retourner, and sortir use avoir when the sentence has a direct object. However, the meaning of the verb changes slightly. When used with avoir, descendre means to take down instead of to go down. Monter means to take up instead of to go up. Passer means to spend time instead of to pass by. Rentrer means to bring in instead of to go in. Retourner means to turn over instead of to go back. And sortir means to take out instead of to go out. So here's an example with a verb that can be used with both être and avoir. Je serai déjà sorti. I will have already gone out. J'aurais déjà sorti le chien. I will have already taken the dog out. If the subject je in the first sentence is female, you need to add an e to the past participle sorti, because sorti is used with the helping verb être and therefore agrees with the subject. In the second sentence, sorti stays in its default form because it is used with the auxiliary verb avoir, and in this example, avoir has no preceding direct object. Here are the links to my grammar, vocabulary, culture, and pronunciation playlists if you're interested. This is the end of the video. If you have any questions, requests, or suggestions, please leave a comment below. And don't forget, you can also find me on Twitter and Facebook. Bye!